Doing a new mini-series on the channel where we can go behind the scenes and really look at one of my favourite clubs and one of the fastest rising teams in non-league football, MK Irish. I've already made a video about MK Irish where I'll go in depth into their history and a lot more detail, and that video will be linked down below and on the end card of this video. I am still going to give you some context about the club, because otherwise this video is not going to make any sense to you. Nicknamed the Irish, MK Irish was founded in May 2020 after the merger between Milton Keynes Robins, now MK, and MK Irish veterans. They went on to take MK Robins' place in the Spartans Up in League Division 1 under the management of Terry Shreves. The club finished second in Division 1 after the season was abandoned after 9 games, and they moved on to the Premier Division, finishing 12th the next season and gaining a lateral move to United Counties League, where after one season they returned back to Spartans Up in the league system, and then they went on to finish second, losing the playoff semi-final at home to FC Romania 3-0. They've had a notable cup run, getting all the way to the first qualifying round in 2023-24, eventually losing 2-1 in front of 185 people to Arton Rovers away. The best ever FA Vars run was when they reached the third round proper, losing to Fakenham away 4-2 on penalties, after being held to a 2-2 draw in front of 260 people. Context of the club. But during my visit I learnt some other things that MK Irish are planning for the future. This club has big aspirations and hopeful for promotion to the Southern League this season, and therefore going to need some ground upgrades. And considering the floodlights have been there since the 60s when the ground was built, they're looking to implement some new ones, maybe LED as well. And the club's been quoted up to 50 grand to replace the 6 floodlights at this ground. They also need to install turnstiles in the ground, which the ground company does not have, to meet ground grading requirements for the next level above. And that's going to cost the club 15 grand. I was shocked to hear that, because when you think of turnstile, like, it's just metal and bearings really. I wouldn't have thought that would cost 15 grand. They also have very spacious and big changing room facilities, but they are also very basic and old in the way they're laid out. The club is looking to install pods, like professional teams have, like Liverpool City. They all have the pods set up, and every player is then going to get their own locker, padded seat, storage and hanger for their boots, clothes, personal belongings. They also have their shirts all nicely hung up for them, which they already are, but it's going to look a lot more presentable and more professional. Behind the goal as well, there's currently no stand. It's just mud, essentially, mud layers, and there's no walkway. But the ground are looking to build a small stand and walkway, so the ground has got full access and potentially an extra 150 capacity. But during my visit to Elsewhere, I was privileged and honoured to get a post-match interview with the manager, Terry Shreves. Here's that interview. What do you think of tonight's performance?
Well, so just giving the last interview, I didn't think we started off very well. We were lethargic and passive. It took us 25 minutes or so to get into our pattern of play, get rid of the frustrations. And then when we started competing for the first ball and second ball, we played a lot better.
What are you going to say to the lads after a game like tonight, where you're obviously going 1-0 down early?
Well, I'll just reiterate what we said before the game, which it's not rocket science. There's nothing technical or hidden secrets about football. It's about hard work and effort. We try to say that to them before the game. We have to work hard. We have to earn the right to play, and because we've got good players at the club, if we work hard and earn the right to play, usually their abilities come out on top.
There's obviously still a lot of games to play still in the season, and you're unbeaten in the league so far. Are you still looking to make recruitments?
Yes, we always want better than one, but I'm greedy. I'm greedy as a person, greedy as a football manager. I want us to be better. We've got certain restrictions at the club that financially we only pay expenses. Win bonus, that's what we pay. We haven't got unlimited funds. But a lot of the players are here because they want to be here. They turn up for training all the time. We've got a good group of players. The first team and reserves is always plenty of training. We work hard because we want to enjoy watching them play football, and they want to enjoy playing football. And the ethos to having a good side, in my opinion, is work hard.
Also, when you make recruitments, what do you kind of look for in a new signing?
Well, as we don't really go out looking for other players. We wait for players to turn up. This is our 6th season, I think, and we've gradually improved the squad and the players that play for us, and the whole way we do things. We're much more professional now than what we was 6 years ago. We and because we've got a decent pitch to play on, and we've got good players here, we tend to get good players turn up and want to play for us. Now, sometimes them players aren't what we're looking for, but that's one of them things. The best players aren't the best players in everyone's opinion. They might suit the job we're looking for them to do, whereas another club they might not suit them. So we're looking for players that are going to fit in to our setup of play.
So obviously the players that are still here from last season, how would you kind of pick up after losing in the playoffs?
Dust yourself down, get on with it, roll your sleeves up, which I've always said to my sons. When it don't go right, the way to put that right is to try harder. There's no good sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. That ain't going to do anything. You roll your sleeves up, try a little bit harder, stick to the plan. They take the mickey out of me here because they say I've only got plan A. Well, if they do plan A well enough, it works. So we don't need a plan B. We keep trying to do the things we're doing, just be better at it.
So obviously you've been unbeaten in the league so far. How do you kind of not let complacency creep into your games?
Well, that's the thing. That's what we're trying. We're trying not to let that in. And training is always a bit intensified, where they have to work hard. We don't have stand around sessions because we don't want people getting cold or it usually rains on a Thursday night, as done for the last 2 years. So we don't want people standing around getting cold. We do our passing drills, and then we have competitive 5, 6, 7-a-side games, just to keep everyone on their toes and everyone working hard.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Liam.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for inviting me down to interview Terry and have a look around the changing rooms and discuss the club itself. It was a privilege to meet you. And a big thank you for Terry for his interview. And also a big thank you for the club for just having me around. It was much appreciated. And if you're in the local area, go and watch MK Irish. They're a great team, a great setup, and play very good, great football. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. And go give my other MK Irish video a watch as well, where I got a lot more in detail about the history and how the merger happened. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace.